I'm a fan. I like Huke. I think Huke's a good player. And I think players, I mean, Ben, I don't know what you think about this, but I think there's certain players who do better in certain systems.
Yeah.
And I like the Huke and Shotzzy duo. Like, I think it's going to be a good duo for them. Like, I think they're going to work really well off one another, you know? So we'll kind of see how they put it together. They just need to make sure they're playing the game the right way, bro. And I like how the game is played now. I like how it's more like a fundamental COD with the new spawn system, right? Like, kind of like a hold your lane, like hold the back, like block spawns. Like, it's more traditional. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, bro. MW wasn't too far away, Ben. When was MW? Like, it was like 2 years ago, bro. Like,
okay, but hold on. The only thing I'll say about this route is the way that Dallas Empire played Modern Warfare 2019 was basically
they were good, bro. They were good.
They had Crim and Clay play super slow and essentially just anchor the map, and then the other three just ran around. And what they would do is, I think Clay's talked about this before, is the strat worked because they knew that if they all went down, one of their rogue players was somewhere in a pinch, and they would just get those stupid squad spawns. They would just overload a lane and use their smarts. I don't know if you can get away with that now, but I do like Kyler on this team, Tom, because I think more importantly, because I think they'll figure out the system stuff, is I think this is a team that's all on the same sort of vibe, same sort of mindset of how they want to play Call of Duty. And I think they're gonna figure out the system piece around that. Whereas I feel like Kyler has been on these teams the last couple of years, you know, the Thieves team, the LAG team, where I don't know if he fits with like the core as much as he would with this squad. You know what I mean?
You're saying Kyler, you're saying?
Yeah, Kyler with like Ender and Ant is like a old school trio. They've been friends for a long time. Like, I think in terms of how they do their day-to-days, like all of that stuff, I think is already coming packaged in. Now they got to do the part where, okay, we're moving set to flex. Ender's running main. How do we figure out these roles and the new spawns and kind of get it going? And by the way, it's not like they're gonna have instant pressure to win off the bat. Like, I think at flank, I think if people think they should get top 2 at their first event, they're McFaded. I think this team's got time to figure it out. They have less pressure than the team had going into Major 1.
I mean, they want to start off good, Ben. Like, they don't, you know what I'm saying?
You think they have more pressure than they had last major cycle? Because I think they have less.
I mean, bro, like, dude, we'll go back to this whole pressure thing, bro. Like, there's different variables of pressure. Every team in the pro league is under pressure, bro. Like, this is going back to the thing that Krim was saying the other day, like how when you're on OpTic, there's more pressure. Like, bro, there's different variables. Like, there's people on minimums fighting for their life, just like there's people on OpTic who are trying to show out for the big organization. Like, everybody's under pressure, bro. Like, they have to handle the pressure. They have to start off good, in my opinion. I don't think they have a lot of time, because you were like, they have time. I don't think so.
They play late on Sunday. They got some time.
Oh, you meant like that. You meant it like that.
No, they're lucky they don't play on Friday, because they can now.
I thought you meant like they have time. Like, they could go off to they could start major 2 like at a rough start. Like, they could they have time. You know, they have time to get, you know, do what they gotta do.
Here's my thought. I think major 2, like, you want to try and get top 4, top 6, and then major 3 is really where you want to peak. In the middle of the season, kind of carry that momentum to the end. I think this major is very much to learn what works and what doesn't with the system, make your adjustments, and then, you know, this team in front of your home crowd in major 3 should be able to get something done on Sunday. Like, that would be how I would plan my goals out.
I mean, chat, listen, because I know a lot of people disagree with me on that point. That, like, I understand that the OpTic fan base brings pressure. I understand that. Like, I get that. But, like, you also got to understand that, like, those players are not bad players. Like, they're great players. You're teaming with Shotzzy. You're teaming with Scump. You're teaming with iLLeY. Like, this is a really, really good team. Like, bro, everybody has pressure. Like, it's so hard to explain, bro. But I've been a professional player, bro. It is stressful as fuck, no matter where you are, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Who you're playing with. Like, there's no security. Like, you have to perform and you have to win. You know, I feel like the better your team is, the less pressure you have. Like, for Kyler, he feels way more confident now, probably with his roster now, than he did with his prior roster. You know, and I'm not sitting here, Chad, saying that there's no pressure with the OpTic fan base. Of course there's pressure. You're representing a very big organization. Like, there's pressure. There's different variables to it. Like, I get that. But, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, you can't use pressure as an excuse. Like, there's also a lot of positives to that as well. Like, there's a lot of positives to that, to being on OpTic, bro. Like, you get a lot of energy from the crowd. You have a lot of people supporting you. Like, bro, you're a professional. Like, you have to be able to deal with the pressure. You get pressure no matter where you are, no matter who you're playing for, no matter what team you're with. Like, pressure's always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's different variables of pressure. Yes, there's, like, the fan base brings a little bit more pressure. I get that. But, like, you're a professional. You're playing with good players. Good shot from Parasite. Wow. Yep. Hey, you got to deal with it, bro. You got to deal with it. Like, it's just how it is, bro. That's how it is, you know? And it's about just playing, bro. If anything, bro, the more confident you are, the less you feel that pressure, in my opinion. The more confident you are, the less you feel that pressure. And if they're confident in their team, like...
I agree, Tom. I got a question for
you. High risk, high reward, bro. High risk, high reward. Like, let's not start pushing this narrative that if you join OpTic, like, you're under so much pressure that you just can't perform. Like... Yep. Bro, then you simply just shouldn't be, bro. You're not, if you're not capable, if you're not capable to handle pressure, then you're not capable of just winning events. Period. Like, you're just not gonna win. You're just not gonna win events. And I'm sorry if that, like, hurts people's feelings, but it's true.
I got a question for you, and this comes in with a 2-month resub from iLLeY. He was asking if I think Scump to Maniar and this 4-man team works better. Thoughts? I don't agree with that, Alan. I actually think Flex might legitimately be Seth's best role because you allow him the freedom to essentially kind of play the gun and a little bit of style he wants. You put him on main, you force him to run an arrow full time, and I don't think that, like, I think he would still play good. All right.
Microphone muted.
Hey, Bert, thank you so much for the 10 months. Appreciate you, bro. Julian Robert at $3. Do you think Serge fumbled the bag? Pred sounded disappointed that it didn't go through on stream. Can't we assume he'll just walk in free agency? Yeah, Julian, I was saying the same thing. Seattle is in a tough position, right? Because they could have potentially made a bag off of AG. They could have made a bag. Right? And at the end of the year, knowing that AG is a free agent, you probably know that he's going to walk or feel that he's going to walk, right? If that's a move that he wanted to do. But at the same time, and this is kind of the point that Enable was making yesterday, is Seattle just doesn't need money. You know what I'm saying? They don't need cash. For them, they kept an all-star player for this season, you know? Bro. And it's not about the money for them. Like, they're not fumbling at all. If anything... You know, they still have AG. They just placed top 2 at the last event. Like, they got a good squad. Yep. So, like, you know, they probably just didn't need the money. They probably just didn't need it. They had Pred under contract. And, you know, I know AG looked a little upset yesterday. But, like, listen, man, AG's a professional, bro. He's going to have to bounce back with his team and get busy, bro. Get focused up. You know, I agreed with Tony yesterday. Like, it's an OpTic offer, bro. So you're gonna entertain it, bro. Like, you can't just not entertain like an OpTic offer. And I agree with Zinni yesterday. Like, if a big organization gives you a good offer with a great team with great players, like, you're not just gonna sit there and be like, no, right off the bat. Like, you should think about it. You should. You know, like. But like, AG's a professional, bro. Like, he'll bounce back with Seattle and do what he's got to do, bro. Like. It's all part of the process. And I told this to AG because I talked to AG, bro. Like, I talked to AG a lot, bro. And I told him, I said, bro, listen, like, just stay focused. Like, just keep doing you. Like, clearly a lot of people, like, want to pick you up right now. Clearly you're doing something right. Like, don't let all this outside noise distract you from, like, your game. Like, stay focused. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, keep at it, you know, grind every single day. Like, make sure you're fucking coming out, giving it your all every single day. Like, dude, give it everything you got. You know what I'm saying? And I think AG loves his Seattle team, bro. Like, he does really love his Seattle team. He does. I don't think there's anything wrong with Like, if you're the Seattle guys, if you're Lamar, Dante, and you know what I'm saying, and Mac, like, you shouldn't be mad at AG for entertaining an OpTic. I wouldn't be mad at him. I would be, AG, listen, let's focus up. We got scrims tomorrow. Listen, if this is what's going on, if you're staying here, then we got to get busy, bro. Like, we got to get busy, brother. You know, like, you can't hang on that, bro. You just can't. Young Dog, thank you for the $4 donation. Hot take, do you think some of the blame should be in Rambo? I feel like no one is talking about him and their struggles. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, coaches don't play, bro. They don't play. They're not playing the game. Like, I would understand if, like, coaches were just making terrible decisions or they just, like, weren't bringing anything to the table. But nobody's going to sit here and tell me that Rambo doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a very smart guy. He's a champion, a multi-champion in COD. He's been watching the game at a high level for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, there's no doubt in my mind. There's not once have I ever questioned Rambo's ability to coach, bro. Like, and one thing you can always give to Rambo, bro, is Rambo's not afraid to say it how it is and just be straight up. At least Rambo is vocal. Bro, there's coaches that just aren't vocal. At least Rambo's vocal and like actually adds and gives input to the team. Like, and they've won it, bro. Like,
yeah, I saw your link, guys, about the XEO thing from Modern Warfare 2019.
People just be disrespecting Rambo. Like, bro, I get it. Like, after some time, bro, if things aren't working, like after a few years, sure, but like, it's no doubt in my mind that Rambo is a good coach, bro. Like, I'm sure he's doing everything he's trying to do possible to get these guys on the right page, bro. You know what I'm saying? And bro, not everybody can win, bro. Like, there's a lot of amazing players now, a lot of great teams. Like, it's not easy to win events, bro. You know?
Microphone activated.
The balls with a $3 donation. Hi, you remember that time you played on OpTic as a sub on Black Ops 4 and people were roasting you for not doing good and you did the best you could on that team with that pressure? Bro, I did good with OpTic. Bro, we can go back and watch the series that we lost. We can go back. I'm down to go back sometime tonight and we'll go back to when I subbed in for OpTic and watch the series that we lost. I played fine. I played good, bro. We went 4-3. Okay, we went above 500 with no practice, chat. With no practice, we went 4-3. And to be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I loved it, bro. The green wall was showing me mad love, bro. Like, I get it, bro. We lost series and people were cooking me, but of course I'm gonna get cooked, bro. I'm the fill-in. I'm the substitute. Like, of course I'm gonna get cooked, bro. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I got a lot of love when I filled in for OpTic, bro. Like, people want to talk about the negative. I'm sitting there like, bro, after I was done playing my 2 weeks, I shook everybody's hand from OpTic. I said, guys, it was a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure playing with you guys, man. You guys, you know, good luck the rest of the season. Good luck the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure to play with you guys for 2 weeks, you know, and get an opportunity. Because I always played against those guys, bro. Like, when I'm a FaZe guy. Like, I always played on FaZe, and I always played against those guys. So to play with them for 2 weeks was cool, bro. Like, it was cool. I liked it. The pressure. And I never sat there and think, oh my God, there's so many people watching me. Like, the pressure and like let it affect me. Like, we still went 4-3. I still think I did my thing, and I was pretty confident. Like, I liked it. Like, I liked the energy. Everybody was supporting me. Like, I had a lot of people surrounding me. Like, let's go, Tommy. Like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? There's two sides to the sword, chat. There's two sides to the sword. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited to get into the flank episode and talk about the OpTic roster, because I actually don't mind the roster. I feel bad for Brucey, because one, that's my guy. I love Brucey. Like, that's just my guy right there. Like, you know, shout out to Big Brucey. And I just think he's a good player. Like, I think he's a good player. I just think it just wasn't working with the squad. And, you know, I just felt like there was already a change in the air, you know? Like, we knew there was a change in the air in the offseason. Things didn't get off to a good start in the beginning, so I just knew there was a change that was going to happen. But I'm excited to see if Bruce goes anywhere else, man. I'm excited to see if he gets locked in somewhere. You know, if not, I'm not really too sure what Bruce's plans are for this year. He might just kick it and just play games and wait till somebody needs him.